Hello, Joe. Today we will be reviewing a couple of things that some of you may already know and have experience doing, but I review it with every class I've ever taught. So this is maybe a review for you and maybe it's something new. We're going to talk about slating. This is an introduction to yourself of your piece, your pianist, and yourself. I said that already twice. You're welcome. So it looks like this. You walk up and you say your name, your pianist's name, what you will be performing, and the composer. So 4 things. I'll say it again. Name, pianist, performing what, who's the composer. Okay, so let's say I'm going to give you an example. So you walk into the room. Here's the piano. Usually, especially in recital hall 2 and in the rooms that we need to reserve for the master classes, you will have a grand piano, not an upright piano. But I have an upright piano, so we're going to modify a little bit. So upright pianos usually there won't be things on it, but you know, this is a functional room, so you get this. Usually when you are with an upright piano, you want to be over to the side of it or in front of it, depending on the space. This space means that I'm going to be in front of it. So I'm going to walk in. And I'm going to walk to the front of it and I'm going to put my hand there. I like a hand on a piano because I feel like my hands really get a little tense, and I have seen especially younger girls, just climb their little skirts up in their nerves, right? So don't do that. Stand and put your hand on a surface. That helps you. In the grand piano, it would be, if the audience was here, the pianist would be sitting on this side of the piano, and then if you know a lot about piano, some of you are piano people, it has that little curve in it, you know, like almost like a body, like this body was supposed to stand in that curve. And that is actually what you do, is you come in and you put your hand right on that corner. So the pianist is here. Sorry, my pianist is a female. Not all pianists are. I put my hand right there on the crook, so it would be like, kind of like this. But it's lower, it's not this high, so it's like this. It's a nice comfortable height for this tall of a girl. And then you say your piece. So my name is Deb Sorensen. My pianist, her name is Invisible Lady. And we will be performing, what do we perform? Donde Lieta by Puccini. Okay, and then we would go ahead and take a breath. And we would nod to our pianist. And then we would start our piece, okay? So let me do it all again without talking. Hello, my name is Deb Sorensen. This is Invisible Lady. We will be performing Donde Lieta by Puccini. Okay, so that's what it looks like. I need you to practice that a couple of times for yourself, and make sure you feel comfortable with what you're saying. You can interchange the pieces or change the pianist, or even make yourself a funny name so you can get into the spirit of it. So that's why, you know, you can add Invisible Ladies in. The next thing I wanted to talk about was bowing. So after you've completed your piece, you step away from the piano and you put your hands, I put my hands together, or depending on how I'm feeling. Usually if I'm wearing a skirt, I put my hands together. But oftentimes I just keep my hands separated. It's your comfort, right? And then can I see my toes? Yes, I can see my toes. Those are the words that I say in my head. And usually it makes me laugh a little bit. Like, I'm gonna say this nursery rhyme really seriously, yes. Can I see my toes? Yes, I can see my toes. And the whole point of that is that it makes our eyes focus on our toes so that we offer the audience our head in a respectful way. And then it gives us the count, right? So I know that I'm going down for this long. Can I see my toes? Yes, I can see my toes. Versus, or even, right? It's just a comfortable length of time. So it's all about timing. And then also I want to talk to you about what audiences are offering you when they give you applause, right? It is a respectful indication of your performance. It is you're receiving their gratitude. It is not, look at me, I'm amazing and everybody knows it and that's why you're clapping. It is I am receiving your thanks for performing, okay? And so you are respectful by bowing and receiving that, okay? So from start to finish, I'm showing it to you again. Hello, my name is Deb Sorensen. This is The Invisible Lady. We will be performing Donna Lieta by Puccini. Gesticulation, la 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 la, and then finally step away from it. Can I see my toes? Yes, I can see my toes. And then I walk. I was supposed to talk, so I'm going to do that again. Hello, my name is Deb Sorensen. This is The Invisible Lady. We will be performing Donna Lieta by Puccini. Okay, so that is what you're doing for slating and bowing. The next thing we got to chat about is, my list is right here. I don't knock things over, never. Good audience. Okay, so a good audience member, it's very hard to remember these things, but I know it's important for all of us to remember why we're there. Are we there to criticize that person? Are we there to see the faults of that person? No, we are not there to criticize them or see faults. We are there to learn, okay? In my undergrad, I felt like there was a time where I started hating music, and the only thing that I could see were the flaws in the performances, because that's what I was being taught, you know, like, oh, when I sing, I'm learning all these diction things, and I'm learning all of these performance practices, and oh, they did this wrong, and they did that wrong. That's not what we're there for. We are there to take in what they are doing and see the good parts. The bad parts, take those and leave those behind. Forget that part of it. Remember the beauty of what they're doing, right? Even if it's awful, you can still find wonderful things. And I doubt it will be awful. And the fact that they are willing to stand up in front of somebody and perform is a huge thing, right? That is a respect that we owe those individuals for being willing to perform for us, right? And so then we applaud. We're never on our cell phones, right? Never. We know these respectful things that we learn. It's like a class. You offer them your full attention for the entire length of the time that they're there. And we're not constantly checking our phone for things. No. Or doing homework at the same time or anything. It is a respectful representation of giving them the respect, and we in turn receive respect by getting the performance. Okay, so always offer applause because we're respecting the fact that they performed, irregardless of the beauty, irregardless of the content. We are respecting that they performed, and that is a big deal for anybody. Okay, and then the last thing that I want to talk about is the assignment. So the assignment is that I want you to record yourself doing the entire thing from start to finish, except for this time, you'll sing. If I had my pianist here, I'd probably sing for you, but I'm not. I skipped that part of it. So make sure that you include your song within it. But I want to see that whole thing, the walk-in, the slating, the singing, the breath between the singing and the bow. Okay, I want to see all of it. Do you have to do it with a pianist? No. You can do it a cappella. You can do it with, what's it called? With a recording, not of them singing, just of the pianist. There are plenty on YouTube you can find if you'd like to do that. Or you can do it with the pianist. My number one is always do it with the pianist because you need the practice and you're practicing with them anyway, right? Right? I know. Okay, so that is your assignment. I will post this on Canvas. I'm going to have a quiz on there that is like the simplest quiz ever, but it's mostly to say, I got to the end of this and Deb's going to give some magic word that said, I heard the whole thing. So the magic word will be rainbows. I love rainbows. I love color. So I love rainbows. And I think that should be it. Thank you for your attention for the length of this broadcast. And I hope your week is fabulous. Bye.